listening to the Toombusters podcast. Have fun.
He can just be dropping singles once in a blue moon, but for the most part, he is out. Those ones, they will just sit back and be enjoying. Hello guys, welcome back to the Toombusters podcast. It's me, your best friend, Oba, and I'm here again this week. Last week, we did not drop any episode based on one or two polo. There was a couple of reasons, but some of the reason was because of the general election. I felt like we had a lot more serious issues to deal with, and no one was paying attention to music or anything. No one had time for music or whatever. So I felt we should skip the episode last week, and we are back this week. I know you might have missed me. This is like 1 a.m. on Tuesday. I'll be on Wednesday rather. So I'm recording this episode like literally 6 hours before it drops. I'm recording in the midnight now. We are all aware of everything that's been going on with Afrobeats lately. No, I don't think anyone is oblivious to every new thing that's been happening with Afrobeats. Many of our artists are really making us proud home and abroad. Afrobeats is really gaining a lot of ground, and everyone wants to invest. Everyone wants to enter Afrobeat right now. So like Afrobeat is the hot cake presently. Like Afrobeat is just like that very fine girl in your class that every guy is trying to date. So I thought about something like, in the next 10 years, what would be the situation of Afrobeat in the next 10 years? Is it going to be a lot better, or we are going to go back to where we came from, or even farther back? So I talked to some of my friends and asked them for their opinion, like what do they think Afrobeat would have accomplished in the next 10 years. They sent me some pretty interesting responses, and I'm going to be playing that today. So the first person that replied is, I don't think I'm supposed to be mentioning their names. Their names are not necessary, and I'm not even sure they would want me to mention their names, so I'm just going to leave it out. So the first person sent this.
In the next 10 years, so Afrobeat will become something big, extra. But let's talk about artists. Rema. I don't like Rema before, but that Rema na instrument or more. Percent to my record in the next 5 years this time. That guy, that calm down. My Afrobeats. In the next 2 to 3 years, the guy, Afrobeats.
So basically, I think what the guy is trying to say is that in the next 10 years, Rema would be one of the main people, if not like the biggest in Afrobeat. Like Rema would be the Jesus Christ of Afrobeat. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but I think that's pretty much his opinion. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, Rema is doing very, very well, but like he's not the only one that's important right now. There are other people that have a lot of potential too. But yeah, I'm going to play another one right now.
Afrobeat is far gone already. My brother, very, very far gone. And you can bear me witness how strong the virality is. Just of recent, 2 big world artists, world star, not even artists, world star, not just football, but both Ronaldo and Neymar posted on their Insta story, jamming Afrobeats. I don't know if you saw that post. So that alone shows a lot of effort our artists are showing to the world and the strength of Afrobeat globally. If you've seen Wakanda, you'll see that 3 of our Afrobeat pop stars they sang song for that same Wakanda movie. So, and just of recent too, I've forgotten the name of this man, Mike Tyson, or what's his name, sir? He was jamming Black Sherif song in his house. So you can see the way our music is going far, far beyond. Another thing, Afrobeat is gaining the recognition it deserves. And viewing it from this side, in the next 10 years, I think Afrobeat will take over all other genres of music. Reason being that if Afrobeat continues its virality with the help of apps like TikTok, any music, any strong latest music now that comes out, people are already jamming it on TikTok, pushing it to the world out there. So everybody's just going with the vibe. So support the law, it's far gone already. So Afropop tycoons like Bado, Davido, Wizkid and everything, all of them like that. I think in the next 10 years, this thing will just be chilling. So I still feel Burna still has a long way to go. I think Burna Boy still has a long way to go because I think he has it in him. So this set of people, in the next 10 years, their career will just be chilling low-key. The way this man, Don Jazzy, the way he's just eating his own cool money now. I feel that's how their career would be in the next 10 years. So the others, the likes of Ira, Black Sherry, and the rest, CK. CK is even like global. CK is not performing in Nigeria again. If you are following that guy, currently he's just touring the world on not just on one thing that he released and that other song that he released. So he's been performing globally, following the likes of Burna. The way Burna is performing globally too. So these people, I think, till in the next 10 years, they will be the ones to represent the tycoons that we have in the music industry currently.
What should I even comment on first? Because this guy is just hitting the nail on the head. Afrobeat has truly gone so far. I also saw Ronaldo's story a few days ago where he posted, "Baby, calm down." Like his two kids were dancing or something and they played the song. And it's really very beautiful to see. Maybe even during one of the World Cups, they were playing Rema's song in the stadium. They were playing, I think, Arasta, Fireboy. They played all their songs. And like this guy said too, Wakanda, the latest Wakanda movie, Wakanda Forever, the soundtrack album, Burna Boy had a record alone. Fireboy too had a song. So CK too was there. Rema was there. And also agree with what he said, that likes of Bado, Davido, wizkid, Burna Boy, like those ones, they will just sit back and be enjoying. Even Olamide don't they sit back already. For example, now he said after this is album we won't drop, I think he's retiring after that one. Like he can just be dropping singles once in a blue moon, but like for the most part is out. So Baba just wants to manage record label, and I think that's very good. But Burna Boy is not retiring anytime soon. Burna Boy is not the kind of person that would retire. I think he would want to push till he can't push anymore. So I don't think Burna would want to retire and start a record label. No, I think he will still keep pushing out records and still pushing world recognition and everything like that. So I think that's just the kind of person Burna Boy is. He still has that. He's still fully loaded. So we'll keep going. And this guy said something about CK, that CK is a big star too and blah, blah, blah. I don't hate CK, but like, let's just face the facts. Apart from Love Quantity, which other song does CK have that he can perform at any show? If he goes to any show, if he doesn't perform Love Quantity, if he performs any of his other songs, no one will sing along with him because they don't know it. I don't hate the guy, but come on. I think it needs another hot song that everybody would like. Love Quantity will go sooner or later, and what's going to be left? But it should be noted, I don't hate CK. I'm actually a big fan. Even I like many of his songs, but I'm just saying a lot of people don't really know his other songs. Even he released an album now, Sad Romance, that nobody knows about. But I like his songs, Felony, What Are We? All these, I like them, but okay. I'm going to be playing the last two voice notes now. They were sent by the same person actually.
All these big artists here, music is very, very hard to be consistent in it. When you are making music, you have to be very consistent. I think all these big artists, why we are calling them big artists, that they've been very, very consistent. When we are talking about the likes of Olamide, Burna Boy, wizkid, Baba, all of them. So consistency is part of what makes them big artists. I think in the next 10 years, the likes of the now big artists, in the next 10 years, I think there will be another generation of artists, because now, obviously, when you look at wizkid, obviously his quality is now reducing. Even his fan base knows it, that he's not making good music like before. Even Olamide Bado is not really making good music. Burna Boy, same thing. You can't compare his current album to his previous albums. Like, the quality has been reducing. So I think in the next 10 years, we should be looking forward to new set of artists to take over from these artists. So I think these artists, their career is already coming to an end. When you see Baba now, Baba is just trying to manage his career, come once in a while, give us one banger, then go back in. I think that's what the likes of wizkid will be doing in the next 10 years. Just give us one good music, go back in, stuff like that. But I don't think we are going to be seeing much of those artists in the next 10 years. So I think we'll be seeing more of new set of artists. I don't know all these new artists. now. I don't know. I can't really say which of them that we can be seeing in the next 10 years. Maybe Irasta, maybe Rema, maybe Buju. I don't know. But the likes of Burna, Wizkid, Olamide, their career is already coming to an end.
Yeah, for this one, I just said about Olamide and all of them that in the next 10 years, they would have calmed down a lot. They would just be chopping their investments. I think I agree with that. And I've said it earlier too, that Olamide himself has said that he's retiring after his coming album. So yeah, I agree. But me, I don't want to believe that Olamide is not. Yeah, sure, you can't compare his new release with Olamide of long time ago. Yeah, the energy, the hustle was still in those ones. What Olamide is doing now is just flexing. So I would say I still believe Olamide's songs are still very good. They have just evolved. Yeah, and for Wizkid too, I'm not a Wizkid fan. I think his music is still good. Yes, it's different from Wizkid of 2017. Yeah, it's different from Wizkid of then, but still, it's still giving us good songs. They are not the same kind of song, but they are equally good. Now, the song will not sound good to you. The songs might be bad to you. So I think they are equally good. They're just different kinds of, let me say, style. So I believe Wizkid is still hot. And for his second voice note before we round up,
Afrobeat in the next 10 years or more. Afrobeat has been changing over the years. The style of music. Now you can see people, for example, our artists in Nigeria are now using more of amapiano to their beats. So I think in the next 10 years we'll be seeing some changes in Afrobeat. And I think Afrobeat is going global. Even nowadays, currently, Afrobeat is going global. You cannot be comparing our Afrobeat of those days, of like 10 years back. Afrobeat 10 years ago is not same as Afrobeat now. Afrobeat 10 years ago, Nigerian artists are not even, when they are talking about Grammys, Nigerian artists are not even in the discussion. But nowadays, look at Grammy. Nigerian artists are even literally every year now for the last 3-4 years. They've been nominating Nigerian artists and they have like high chance of winning it. So I think in the next 10 years, we are going to be seeing something better from Afrobeat. So Nigerian artists will be getting more nominations in the global awards. And Afrobeat is going to be more globally accepted.
I agree with that too, that in the next 10 years, Afrobeat will be a lot more of a big deal. Even Grammy, I thought it was actually going to be in effect this year for the just concluded Grammys, but I think it will take effect for the next Grammys. So they said they are creating an Afrobeat category. So like, instead of all these stupid global music award that they used to nominate us in every fucking year, it's going to be an Afrobeat dedicated category. You know, like they have for rock, for electronic music, for pop, for etc. There's going to be a category for Afrobeat as well, which is, come on, it's a very big deal. So I'm very happy for that and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that was all of the response that I could get, because I actually sent the message to them this night. Well, I would say last night. So I'm very happy I could even get this much messages. So yeah, you guys can leave a comment and let me know where you think Afrobeat would be in the next 10 years, where you think the artists that are out right now would be in the next 10 years, and everything that you feel. Let me know. You can comment on YouTube if you are watching on YouTube. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts or Audio Mac or any of the audio platforms, you can go search for the podcast on YouTube so you can drop a comment, or you can check Instagram and TikTok for the official accounts of the podcast. It's at Tunebusters, at TUNEBUSTERS, at Tunebusters. That will be in the end of today's episode. Next week, hopefully, I'll bring on one of my neighbors. You should look forward to that. So yeah, thank you for tuning in to Tunebusters podcast again today. I really appreciate it. We got to episode 40 last week, which is amazing. This is episode 41. I hope to see you guys again next week. Peace out.
Keep listening to the Tunebusters podcast. Have fun.